Hello and welcome to the Rebel Nation. I'm your host, Brock Greenhill. If you are new to my channel, I would highly encourage you to check out my previous podcasts in this series as we discover the basics of the hero's journey. Remember to hit that subscribe button and notification bell. Without any further ado, I will be guiding you through part 3 of the hero's journey: how to find a guide and why you need one. We all know that our favorite heroes have a guide. For some heroes, this may look like Gandalf leading the Fellowship through Moria, physically guiding them. It may also look like a coach or advisor. Relationships like Alfred and Bruce Wayne or Nick Fury in Age of Ultron are prime examples of this. Deciding what kind of guide you need to succeed at your journey is an important task. The wrong guide will lead you astray, or at best not lead you to your greatest potential. A great guide will help you see your strengths and weaknesses as well as your opportunities. By having this, you and your guide can actively see what your best path forward is. This relationship can be utilized in nearly any situation or occupation you can think of, with very few exceptions. How a guide goes about assessing your strengths and weaknesses and opportunities will depend on how you as the hero seek their assistance. You might be working on a car repair and want someone to help you go step by step on the journey. Or you might be starting to date and want someone to coach you on things to look for in a potential spouse. While I could do a podcast on each one, it is easiest to narrow down guides into two categories: outfitters and advisors. An outfitter is a hands on guide who walks alongside you. While they cannot succeed for you, they are far more involved in your success than an advisor. Outfitters not only provide knowledge, but often physical tools and physical assistance. These guides are great for a hero who is starting their journey or wants to gain some physical skills. The downside to these guides is that they can stunt your growth as a hero if you depend on them for too long. The next type of guide is an advisor. These guides are primarily for soft skills and intangible challenges. This does not limit them, however. Many advisors can guide you in physical goals if you have the basic skills needed to accomplish those goals. An advisor in this case would be seeking to guide you in the how to accomplish your goal with the skills you have instead of primarily teaching you new skills. In contrast to an outfitter, an advisor is rarely hands on. Instead of giving you a skill, they are showing you how to apply an existing skill. The old saying, give a man a fish and he will be fed for a day, but teach him how to fish and he will be fed for a lifetime, has some grounds here. An advisor coaches in a way that they do not give you the answer to your every problem, but show you how to find the answer. This will give you the tools to be able to find the answer on your own in the future. This might sound like an advisor is far superior to an outfitter. However, it is important to realize that without the outfitter to lay the foundation, the advisor has nothing to work with. Both are equally important, but each is for a different part of the journey. A great example would be the path of a knight. From the time you were 7, you were a page boy. You learned from the servants and did tasks largely indoors. Once you were around 14, you became a squire. You did tasks for a knight and began men's work. It could take many years to become a knight, and not all squires became knights. The journey of a potential knight and you as a hero have many parallels. Both the servants and the knight you would pledge to use similar teaching processes. The servants would teach you basic skills like physical work and chivalry. The knight would teach you some new skills such as combat training, but then guided you in the application of those skills. This was taught in a much less soft and caring way than the servants, but it was done in preparation for battle. The knight understood the battle was unforgiving, and what he taught his squire would be only a small taste of the brutality of war. While you might be tempted to find an advisor who always presents things in a bright light, be careful that they do not guide you away from the truth because they do not want to hurt your feelings. The world is a cold place and it will shock your system if you are not prepared for it. The goal of both an ideal outfitter and advisor is to make you independent. A good outfitter seeks to give you skills and tools to succeed, as well as showing you how to learn and make your own tools. A good advisor not only helps you apply your skills with your opportunities, but teaches you how to apply them on your own. In addition to making you independent, a guide who also seeks to make you into a guide for others. Your guide, no matter how old and wise or knowledgeable, had someone guide them. Like you, they are heroes in their story and continue to face challenges in their journey. Another thing to keep in mind as you look for a guide: older does not necessarily mean better. While age brings experience, it does not always translate into wisdom. Find someone who has mastered the application of their skills. A guide who has less skills but is better at utilizing them is far better than a guide who has lots of skills but does not apply them properly. To recap, start by determining what kind of journey you are undertaking: physical journey or an intangible journey. Secondly, what is your skill level? If you have very few skills, you want an outfitter. If you have all the skills you need, but do not know how you should apply them, you want an advisor. Thirdly, look for a guide who seeks to make you independent. A guide should not be like a money grubbing therapist stringing you along, or simply listening to you and saying things like, "We'll meet in a week and see if things have changed," without providing an avenue for you to decide how you will advance in your journey. While it might not seem like it now, you will be a guide to others. People around you every day are influenced by you. While you will most likely be a guide for a short time to an individual, that does not lessen the importance of being a good guide. And finally, you need a guide who is with you for every challenge. There is only one who can do this. His name is Jesus. There is no mountain too tall or problem too insignificant for him. Jesus is the greatest superhero ever. He lived a perfect, sinless life as a human, faced challenges and temptations, cast out demons, healed the sick, stopped the sea and the storm, gave himself up willingly as a sacrifice so that the whole world might be saved, died the most painful death imaginable, and 3 days later rose from the dead. He is the only one to have lived out the principles of a great man for his entire life: reject passivity, accept responsibility, lead courageously, and expect God's greater reward. We all have a hero we admire, who we wish we could have as a friend. Guess what? Jesus is that hero. Not only is he available, he wants to have a personal relationship with you. All you have to do is invite him into your heart, and you will have the world's greatest superhero as your guide and friend for eternity. The journey will still be hard, but with him, there is nothing that can stop you from achieving his will. He beat death itself, so it would never be able to hold you. The choice is up to you to let him in, but he is always ready for you and would love to be your guide. I want to thank you for checking out Red Sky Rebel podcasts and hope you were encouraged on your journey as a hero. If you liked what you heard and want to learn more, hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss an episode. Thank you all for joining me and allowing me to guide you on your journey. Until next time, God bless and go get some.